Hello everyone, it is Simtastic for Real here, and I am back with another video. And in today's video I am doing a build video, and if you see by the title, it is a tiny pink house, and I tried to build it as a tiny home. So this is the fourth build in our series, which I am doing on my channel, the color series. So I've already done blue, green, and yellow, and so now we're doing pink. And so I was kind of challenging myself with this one because I wanted to do a tiny home instead of doing like just a regular home, which I did with the other three. So I did put the tiny home, if you see that up at the top left-hand corner, there is tiny home residential. So you have to, it's a challenge, so you kind of have to make it a certain number of tiles. And for this one, if you see at the top of your screen, it says I have 82 tiles out of 100. So I can only have 100 tiles in this build. And I did do it, guys. I did not go over. However, close I did, because I wanted to add a fence in the backyard. And when I added the fence, it added more tiles to the build. So it was actually over 100 tiles. But yeah, so I kind of fixed it and I made a fence, which you'll see because I did keep that in this video. So it is a pretty long build video. I do try to keep my build videos kind of, you know, smaller, like time-wise. But for this one, it is quite a long video just because I did keep in a lot of the landscaping and a lot of the things that I did outside of the house. So, you know, adding in these plants at the top were kind of time consuming, but I did keep that in just so that people could see how I do it. Basically what I do is I just keep the plants at the bottom and then just raise them with the 9 key. And just make sure that you do have your bb.move objects on cheat, and that way there you can place them the way I'm placing them now. Otherwise it won't work. I don't even think that the 9 key works if you don't have the move objects cheat on. So yeah, and then I'm just adding in some bushes outside, and I do like to line my buildings with these shrubs. I don't know why. I feel like it just makes it look really, I don't know, put together, because if they don't have it, it kind of looks empty a little bit. So just adding those in gives it kind of a nice just landscaping effect. It makes it look, you know, like an actual home where you would have hedges lining your property or something. I mean, I don't have those, but you never know. I mean, people do. I see them in my neighborhood, so I'm sure tons of people have those lining their property, lining their house. Actually, I have seen them too, lining houses. But I don't know. It just adds some more landscaping sure outside of your build. And then I was going to go for those cottage living windows because I kind of liked them, but then I was like, actually, I kind of want to make this kind of a modern, more modern home. So I added the other windows that came with the Snowy Escape pack. And yeah, and then I was just going to add in the Snowy Escape front door. Well, it's kind of it's a sliding glass door. It's supposed to be a sliding glass door, but I added it as a front door because I did kind of think it like, you know, well, matched up with the windows. So I just wanted to keep everything kind of matchy. I don't know. That's what I like to do in my builds. And I know like not all homes are matchy, but for some reason, I just really like to do that in The Sims because I need to. I don't know why. It just doesn't look right if things don't match up. And then I just kind of added the terrain paint in so that it was like a pathway to the front door. And then I wanted to add in some lights. So that way there, if you have this at nighttime, your front path is lit up, which will be really nice. And then I did add this siding in at first, but then, I don't know, I did change it. And I think I like the other siding. I changed it to just a tiny bit better than this one because it's a more lighter pink and more subtle. This one is just really like, hello, it's pink. So the other one is a little bit more subtle, a little bit softer pink. But yeah. And then I added in a door over here because I figured why not add a door so that they can go into the backyard and maybe do some like planting or I don't know. But yeah, this is the siding that I added. So if you see, it's just a little bit softer than the other one. I think it's the lines that were in the other one. It was just like really dark lines, and then this one's just a little bit more softer. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it other than that. And then I'm just adding in some hanging plants because I just, I don't know. In my builds lately, I've been like really going for the plants. Like every build that I have just has plants galore in it. I don't know why. I think it's just, I don't know. I just think it gives it a really pretty touch just to have some plants, some house plants, and I don't know. And especially with pink, it just kind of, oh, and here, this is where I'm adding in the pink fence. And then when you add that in, it's way too big. Like for some reason, the fence adds floor tiles, which kind of annoys me that that's what that does. I kind of wish that they would fix that because I feel like a fence outside should not add to your floor tiles. I feel like whatever the house is tiny home. And then if you have a fence on your tiny home, it should just be able to have a fence. I just don't understand. But I cheated the system, as you can see, and I added in the shrubs as like a fence line. So that way there, yes, there is a backyard, and there, yes, there is a fence, but it's added with the shrubs. So I just feel like a fence line is really good for backyards in The Sims just because, or in general, really, like in real life too. That's why I use them so much in The Sims, because I just feel like, why not just keep your neighbors kind of out of your business or whatever's going on in your backyard. If you want to throw a party or like a barbecue, like neighbors just can't like see in if they're walking by and you guys are outside. That would be kind of awkward. But yeah, and then just adding in some terrain paint here for pathway and like just a little area around the pool area. And I did add a pool in just because, I don't know, I think in the next Let's Play that I do, I really want to do it like starting in summer. And I really just want to have a huge, massive pool party in my game. And I don't know. I just, when I put the pool in, I was like thinking of summer. So yeah. And I did add the bee house in this build, which I don't know if I added it on camera or if I added it off. But you will see it. It's on the shrubs, on the other side of the shrubs. So if you're looking at the house, you can see it. It's not in the backyard. But I did add the little bee house because the bee house came in a color pink, and I was just like, this would be perfect for my pink build. And inside, once I start furnishing it, you guys are going to see it's just pink galore. It's like, hello, I'm Barbie's dream house. It's very pink, but I really like it. I don't know. I mean, pink is not like my favorite color, but I like pink, but it's not my favorite color. So if you're new to my channel, my favorite colors, I have two. It's purple and orange, and so either purple or orange. But yeah, pink's not my favorite, but I mean, I don't mind it. I kind of like this pink build. So, I don't know. And then I was just adding in some like decorative beams across the top of the house because I figured why not. It would kind of separate the top roof line and then the actual structure. So it would just be kind of, just kind of separates it a little bit, which is nice. And then I was just adding in some plant boxes here because I figured that the Sims would probably want to do some planting because, like I said, I've been just so obsessed with like gardening in The Sims. Since I got the cottage living pack, when I play by myself, I really have been enjoying the farming aspect and just creating a bunch of vegetables and crops and everything, and like kind of just is similar to just living off the land. And I figured a tiny home, basically people that I feel like they get tiny homes, they just want to reduce their carbon footprints. And so I figured they would probably just want to have some, plants out in the backyard, plants throughout their home. And that way they can just live off their land, grow their own vegetables and fruit and everything, and just be more eco-friendly. So, and I really wanted to add some of the eco-friendly items to this build. But I just, I don't think I did, unfortunately, but I can easily add them before I upload it to the gallery. Just because I feel like, well, I kind of wanted to move this home to a different, I have it in Willow Creek right now, and so I kind of want to move it to a different area, maybe move it to like more of the farm country, maybe in cottage living. I don't know if it would really go there, but maybe in Newcrest or something where you have like massive amounts of land. That way there I can just add a little bit more to it, you know, like the eco lifestyle. Not like this isn't a tiny lot by any means, but I think it would go better. And unfortunately, the eco living world, Evergreen Harbor, I think it's called, it's just not working. And I have tried to go in there several times to just do a build because I really love that world, but it's just not working. And every time I go in there, it's just like blue. I don't know how to explain it, but there's like a huge, massive glitch that came when cottage living or when the update came out or something. And it's just been horrible because I cannot build in there. And if I build in there, it kind of looks like it's just so messed up. And I think that they said that you have to make a sim and move them in and then go to build mode and it will be fine. I haven't tried that yet, but it might be worth trying. However, I do like just going straight to build mode from the menu screen, like from the world screen, just because you get it to be summer instead of whatever the season is in your game currently. So like say if I have it as fall, it's going to be, everything's going to be dead. Whatever I place down is going to be just like empty trees and everything like that because all the leaves have been, fallen off. So yeah, it just would be very sad, but yeah. And then I was just adding in a separator for the bedroom and then the rest of the house because I just figured, the sim might just want a little bit of privacy if they have company over and have them not be looking directly into their bedroom. Just gives them just a tiny bit of privacy. They do have a very small bedroom because, as you can see, it is a tiny home. We don't have a living room because it's a tiny home, so don't have a living room, unfortunately. But it's okay because I think they probably be using their patio furniture that's outside quite a lot. And then I wanted to I'll just add like a little bit of a seating area in the front so that way there they can go out and read or something. And it'd probably be under that cover that I built, just so that they can read out there and not get hit by the rain or, whatever. And even they can just sit on their bed, I think, now and read. I think they can do that and relax and stuff. But they don't have a TV in here, but they have a computer, so that will be good for their fun. And like I said, this house is very pink explosion. The walls are pink. I have a pink chair, pink bedspread, pink. So I really tried to go with the theme of the house, which is pink, obviously. And I just tried to keep with that theme and add a lot of pink items. I did not add the pink blinds, which I know I can with these ones that I picked from the pet stuff, but I just really wanted to go with like kind of a natural muted tone. The beige seemed pretty nice. And then I added in these Parenthood curtains, which I know that they do come in pink as well, but I just thought white would be a little bit better. And then a pink rug. So yeah, it's just insane. Pink. And I think I did change that to the cupcake in a little bit instead of that flower. And then, of course, my favorite wall clock, which is the apple, has made an appearance, but I put it in white, so it won't be too bad. Because they don't have a pink one. Otherwise, I probably would have put a pink one, but there is no such thing, I don't think, as a pink apple. And I don't think there's a such thing as a white apple, but it's okay. I really like the white one. So, and I thought it went really well with this build. And then I'm just adding in a few cabinets. I don't know if I really like that I put the cabinets in. I don't know if that even makes sense, where there's kind of a break in between the cabinets, but the windows are just so big that it just doesn't make sense to have cabinets kind of cutting into the window. But maybe put some shelves in there or something if it doesn't make sense to you. But I think it looks fine for right now. But then I added in a carpet underneath the bed, and it was that pink to match the carpet under the desk. And I was going to add in just kind of like a little living room chair over here, but underneath the clock. But then I was like, what is the purpose of this chair? Because there's nothing that it's really looking at. Only it's just looking at the kitchen. So I ended up taking that out and just putting like a little table there. And then I added some like mail clutter item on the top of the table, because I just figured they probably just go out, get their mail, and then throw it on the table. By any means, this sim is not messy at all. Like, if you can see the house that I built, it's pretty clean, but I just figured maybe, you know, they would just come in and be like, okay, I just want to put my mail here from the mailbox, and I'll get to it later. And then there you see that I'm adding in the little bee box. You saw it at the beginning, at the front of the house. And then I added in some bicycles as well. And then here it was just trying to add some more decorative items. And then I found these flowers and I thought, oh my gosh, those are so cute and really pink, and I love them. But anyways, guys, I think we're going to be heading into the screenshots very shortly. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today, and I hope you enjoyed the build. And I will talk to you guys in my next video.